Leche is an event that we showcase people performing, showing their culture or anything that they're proud of that they want people to see. So we had performers, dancers, artists, poetry, rapping, like it was all, everybody just came together to like showcase what they do, and it was really beautiful to see.
Thank you guys so much. I promise the live show will be a lot clearer. Plan is to have kind of a cover band for bachata and salsa, doing a 3-song set. Bachata Fukuoka, Kung Mañana, and this song. But unfortunately, they couldn't make it with me today, but I'm here by myself, checking out.
You say you're gonna do 3 songs in one performance, right?
Yeah.
Give a rough estimate of how long it is.
Maybe about 15 minutes.
I would want to see a video like of the whole band together, but like this sounds good on the phone, so I'm confident.
No, but I like the idea of them opening.
Yeah, I think they should open. They did really good.
Hello. Hello, my name is Kison, and I will be performing some rap songs for y'all today that I wrote myself, all original. I don't gotta say a thing, watch the tables turn. Careers pronounced dead, not a thing they earn. Tried to play the game, but you lost your turn. Hungry hippo get respect, not concerned.
Keysaun. Congratulations at Keysaun.
Every time there's some kind of like talent show showing up, I always try to like express that I am Mexican and I can dance.
Can you state your name, major, year, and pronouns, please?
Hi, I'm Genesis Contreras. I'm a biology major. I'm a senior and pronouns are she, her. I'm Isabella Rivera. I'm an arts management major and first year, she, her pronouns.
Okay, and what club are you part of?
I'm a part of LU.
And what does that stand for?
Latina Unidos.
Okay. And can you describe your first day at Purchase and how you felt?
It was pretty nice. It was a different vibe than high school. I didn't have many friends at first, also because I'm a commuter, so it was a little difficult. But yeah, I had fun. First day, I had Zumba. I was so excited, and then I had my first biology class ever. It was cute when I had my classes, and then I got back and I was like, wait, like, what am I supposed to do here? Because I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm so used to the city. So then I felt so trapped here, and then I was like, I don't know nobody. I only knew my roommate, and then it felt like everybody was already friends. So I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. I think I cried on my first day.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to be here. I think I looked up on Pantherlink that there was like a Latina club, and then I showed up one day and I got interested. So where I grew up, there's not much diversity. So when I came on this campus, I saw much more diversity, and I saw the like Hispanic club and like all these other clubs, and I was like, these are my people, and I was like, okay. I didn't go to the clubs with the intention of joining. I felt like I was just gonna go to like have something to do at 10 p.m. And then there was after every meeting they would be like, oh, stay if you want to shadow. Being a shadow, like, you can shadow whichever club you want. It's essentially to end up on the e-board. Like, I never stayed until one of my friends had called me back in the room. She was like, oh, like, you should shadow, and I was like, Then I was like, I went to one, and then I ended up liking it, so I stayed. It really did, like, it changed my life. Like, it really made my college experience so much different. Like, I used to go home and, like, just hang out, do my homework. Like, I wouldn't do anything at night, and having to meet new people, like, I built a community, even with other clubs. Like, the club I'm in, like, we're all like family, but then the other clubs, like everyone's connected, and I think it's a really good opportunity to have something like this in college. Being vice president, I'm basically like just the hand of the president, so what the president can't do, like I'll do, but at sometimes when the president gets busy, because everybody gets busy, like to remember what everyone has to do and keep everyone on track, also like build the connection, make sure everybody feels good, and it only works if everybody's like a team.
Like, we all have to do something better. Like, there's always a way for us to improve. So this is in no way like us, like, or me, because I'm the one speaking mainly, being on some, you guys aren't doing what you have to do. Everyone's doing what they have to do. I think we just need to do better, or at least try to, you know, help each other out more. Like, if you see someone struggling, then jump in and be like, hey, let me help you out. Let me do this. Like, you know, we're all supposed to be a team. We should start acting like it.
Talking about how there's a lot of shadows, so you're open to new positions. I was thinking you guys should have a creative director position, just because that would take some of the load off of secretary. And I also noticed that there's hotspot positions, so PR and secretary have a lot of shadows kind of going towards them. And for next year when you guys are gone, that's not really going to work for the dynamic. So I think if we have a creative director, then that will delegate some of CC stuff, because they will take care of all in between club collabs, and then CC can focus on big events like Café con Leche or Noche de Sexo when those times come, because that's a lot of prep.
I like that idea. I'm open. We could talk about that next week.
Yeah,
I like the idea.
Also, it's like people, like there's a lot of people that want to do secretary or PR. However, like it depends on how we see it. Like 4 people are going for secretary. Like they're not gonna get that. Like 4 people are not gonna go to PR. Like we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, like it might seem like a lot of people are just going for 2 positions, but like you guys are just coming in. Like this is like your first interest. Like, for example, when I came in, like I would have never thought I was gonna be president. Realistically, I did not have no plans on becoming president. Like I was just in PR. So it's just like everybody's interest, like as the year goes, it changes. Like it always like shifts somewhere else. The position just has to make sense.
Yeah. Nice. You're a fit.
So when we first came to campus, like it was already on Café con Leche like mode. Like,
This is Libretto's. I don't know if you guys know Libretto. It was the purple one that we had before, but she made it orange.
But I think it needs something else.
I agree.
I like the silhouette of like the dancing under the sun, but again, it needs something else. It needs flowers. It needs like a sunset. Like
we had to think about the theme. We had to think about the decorations, food, all like the little things we could do to like promote it. So we did a lot of promo. We had to try to think of like creative ways to do it. Like this theme was Havana, so it was more like a beachy like sunset, so like very different from last year. It was under the stars. So.
Yes, you got this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. To cater to the theme, and then sometimes it's hard to think about what we can do with a specific theme, but the planning was a lot, but there were so many hands on that it felt less than it did last year.
Through LU, I expressed that I know how to dance like Mexican folk dance. I got into that when I was like 13, and that was really my first time exposed to like more like people like me, like Mexican. I learned it in the city, and I've continued it. I definitely love doing it because it's like a different style than like ballet, and I think it's really important to know like your background and express it.
You strong will. I would give it 10
Watching that, I was just thinking,
that should be
like,
the outfit.
how are we live streaming? Did we talk about this?
Yes.
So we just have to find like someone we can set it up where the lighting is good to be able to live stream.
What do you mean?
Where do you live stream it from?
Instagram, probably.
So it's somebody's phone.
Yeah.
So
It's
we
not
just
gonna
pop
be
it up
mine.
right there.
What?
So like,
Oh, like leave the phone there?
Like get like a little tripod and put it like.
We would need a tripod.
Doing
And that's your job to do Mr. King that idea.
right.
I think it should be your phone.
Yeah.
It should be your phone.
No, my
Mister,
phone.
I got the newest iPhone.
I gotta make sure I
right.
do what you gotta do.
It was once every 2 weeks, and they would come, they would rehearse anything they needed. We had to think about lighting. Our biggest issue was tech. We weren't on the same page with tech and like scheduling, so the first time we had full tech and light audio was the night of Gothic on Leche. This year it was more organized, like it was more aware to the people of the event, and I think everything that we tried to plan for ended up working out, so that was good. There was a performance that I was really rooting for. It was a singer. He was a biology major. Like, he's not really out there on campus. Like, I ended up finding him and I told him to audition, and he sang Beyonce's Love on Top. So then I was really rooting for him to, like, I was like, you should get some backup dancers. Like, I feel like it'd be cool to like have a whole like set. And like he was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, we figured out his backup dancers. Like, he didn't open the show, but he was one that a lot of people really liked. It ended up working out. He had his backup dancers. He sang, and he got more comfortable as the rehearsals went on. It was so cool to see, like, bring somebody out of their shell for this. Every year people get excited. They're like, oh, like, a lot of people here come from musical backgrounds. Like, when they come here and they figure out that we have like a talent show, like, everybody gets really excited. Like, even first year students, like, they've never done something like this. Like, we want to bring people to a place where they can share and find other people like them, make connections, just feel comfortable to be themselves and
We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. And our country will be woke no longer. We We believe that whether you are a doctor,
So
an
2016,
accountant, a lawyer,
he got
or
elected
air
right before my 10th birthday. Right before my 10th birthday. And I faced a lot of discrimination for it. As soon as he got elected, like, kids were calling me a border hopper, asking me where's your green card, like calling me slurs, and I genuinely felt so out of place because I was in a school where it was like a little diverse but not diverse enough. So kids really took advantage of the things that they could say, like behind closed doors. They were brutal, they were really rude. And when Trump got elected the second time, what was that? 2024. I was a freshman in college, and I was waiting all night to hear those news, and I had a really big feeling that we weren't, gonna get the best news.
Since I majored in political science, I honestly was kind of cynical, spending so much time just learning about politics from the broader lens, and then knowing that essentially we were screwed sooner rather than later, but it kind of immediately made me look to the people around me and be like, what are we gonna do?
I remember that day being so quiet on campus. It was like a pin drop. It was nice outside, but it was so deafening. I met out my friend on the field, and she was crying because she was scared that they were gonna take away like her grandma's like Medicaid and stuff. I was 18.
But I knew that the best thing to do was to take action and to make sure that people had a space to go and comfortably sit with whatever feelings they had. My name is Tristan Keen Negri, class of 2025. I go by he, they pronouns, and I graduated with a dual degree in political science, law and justice studies, and a minor in classical percussion.
What club were you a part of?
Students of Caribbean ancestry. I at first was the treasurer, or a shadow, then the treasurer, then the vice president, and then eventually the president.
My name's Max Rufasto. I'm a sophomore in theater and performance, and I am currently shadowing for Coco's Rep for LU. I am Dominican Peruvian and a trans man. So, my mom is Dominican and my dad is Peruvian.
Crystal. I'm a associate professor here in psychology, and I chair global Black studies. This is my 10th year. Pronoun she, her.
And can you describe your first day at Purchase and how you felt?
That was 10 years ago. I think I probably was anxious about making a new start at a new institution, hoping that I made the correct decision. I was really happy to be what I would call in New York, to be back home. So I imagine those things were on my mind.
So back in 2021, the cultural clubs were not quite a thing yet. So to start out, the only club that there was really an opportunity to go to was Soca. So I had found out about it from the club fair, and I went because that was all I could go to.
Through the club fair freshman year, and I took interest in LU, but freshman year I was running around doing freshman things, so I didn't have the time to sit down and be there all the time, but I did go to a couple meetings, and that's how I first heard of them, through the club fair.
The Supreme Court recently cleared the way for the Trump administration to cancel roughly $65 million in federal education grants linked to diversity, equity, and inclusion. The court's 5-4 ruling reversed the federal judge's order that had paused the termination of those grants.
I know that some of these clubs, like OPIA, has been around a long time here at Purchase. Clubs are often the places that students that come from a historically marginalized group go to be and express all of the ways that they are, and without apology.
What I always say about cultural clubs in particular is that running or being a part of a cultural club is in and of itself a radical exercise and experience. The administration or of any school that you're at seems to be supporting you. There's always going to be some type of problem, and when you're creating a space for underprivileged and underserved communities, things like this are going to come up when we go into the real world, it's going to be the same thing. When you get out of college, things get a lot scarier in a lot of different aspects in this world. And I think it kind of teaches you that you have to fight for a space. If you want something, you have to fight for it, and you can't just think that things are going to happen. They won't. You got to make them happen.
They need to exist so people of color out there have a community to go to, especially when they feel at places like that they're alone, because not everybody gets it. Like, people who like are not people of color, like, they will look at you differently, like about your home situation or something, and it's like, but you don't get it. You don't get it, you know. So yeah, it needs to exist in order for those who feel lost to find a community to go to and feel supported.
What would you say is different about Purchase that has made you want to stay for 10 years?
Yeah, I'm kind of weird and quirky, right? It's like an admiration for all the ways in which people express and are creative, whether that is in as a psychology student or as someone that creates in different ways. I see those things in students here, and I like being around that. And again, students are kind of weird and quirky too, which I you know, that's my thing. Yeah.
We essentially have a campus of people who are directly impacted by the policy that Trump has enacted over the past, 15 months now. Say that people were extremely disappointed, frustrated, sad, but also really scared. Like, it was very scary, and it still is, knowing and kind of being able to predict what was going to happen and what is happening right now.
I feel like our purpose is changing into giving like a voice, especially to like the problems that are going on right now, because a lot of us are scared. A lot of us are scared because our family might get taken away, we might get taken away. Like, it's very scary. People just want to be on their phones and like put their head down and like not talk to anyone. But you can't fight fear with fear. You gotta fight fear with love. And what is important about these clubs is that when we come together, it's a room full of love. You know what I mean? Like, we'll do an activity together. We'll have a conversation together. Like, just being united and being a part of something, being a part of the room is so important nowadays.
I know of their importance, and I know of their necessity on campus. And over the years, I've had students look to the clubs or have been interested in the clubs as sites of care, of resilience, as places to go where you don't have to necessarily care how you're perceived, or you don't have to be worried about being rejected when the broader world, where in the broader world you assume that rejection.
When you speak up and you enter community, things change, and it allows you to really connect with those that you've never met before and make new friends. And this nation wants to divide us, and if we give them what they want, they'll destroy every single one of us. And I think it is so important that we continue to just use our voices and fight back and like state that we are here and we are not leaving and we are going to stay here.
So, you know, I always say I see a very, very, very small part of students' life, right? And there's this whole other beautiful life that students have. And for many students, it's being part of these very important clubs.
I guess my first ever day like on campus, I was actually devastated. I got there and my parents left, and I was like, and I really wanted to go home. But you know, I prevailed, obviously.
Extremely nervous. I did not know what was gonna happen. I wasn't really excited to come to Purchase. I came And I was trying to be very, very, very social, talk to a lot of different people, even though I was really anxious. And I feel like I made a lot of friends the first day.
My name is Tristan Casanova Rodriguez. I'm a communications major and a film minor. I'm a senior, he, him pronouns. I'm president of SOCA.
Okay. And what does SOCA stand for?
Students of Caribbean Ancestry.
I am vice president of SOCA.
And how did you first discover the cultural clubs on campus?
The way I got introduced to SOCA was pretty interesting. This was sophomore year of college, and I was just hired as a social media intern for the Purchase College page.
I kind of got to know the clubs first my freshman year through my friends that were in the cultural clubs.
I was told to go to the club fair and make videos of all the different clubs. So when I was there, I was pretty familiar with the vice president of SOCA at the time. His name was Tristan. And he called me over to the table and was like saying that he'd really like to see me at SOCA. You know, he'd like me to be a part of the community.
And I kind of would just go to the meetings because they would be part of the meetings. And it was cool. I had no interest in joining them my freshman year.
And after I filmed their video, I was like, you know, I'm definitely down. And so I went to their first meeting, which was that same night, and it was really, really fun. It was Battle of the Boroughs. And it was really, really wild. Like, it was cool.
My friends were telling me about all the work and like stuff they had to go through for the clubs. I was like, yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't think that calls to me. Then my sophomore year, I was like, wait, like, you know, like maybe I do want to join a club because all of my friends basically were in one, and I was like, you know what, maybe I want to join a club. And so I joined LU. I was in LU for like probably maybe like 3 weeks, and I just decided that it wasn't a good fit, so I left. And then someone in SOCA asked me if I wanted to be part of SOCA, and I was like, okay, like maybe I'll give this a shot. Just the vibe seemed really cool. Yeah, been there ever since.
I realized I needed to join was actually because my brother was in the club, and he at the time was, I guess, put in PR, and he was making a flyer, and I was like, like the flyer is really, really bad. And at that time, I had never known how to make flyers or graphic design, but I just felt like I could make a better flyer. And so he was like, okay, if you think you better make a better flyer, then make one. And so I ended up like joining the club the following week, and then I started making flyers like right after that. I wanted to do something obviously in communications and media, but I really didn't know like what it was that I wanted to do. But being in SOCA, I kind of just did whatever I wanted to do. At that time, the president was pretty picky with like what she liked and didn't like. So my skills just kind of developed based on what she didn't like. And then by the time, you know, the end of my first year came, I was pretty well-versed in creative direction and graphic design. And it made me realize like this is exactly what I want to do in life after college. So honestly, without SOCA and without joining SOCA, I don't really know what I would have chosen as my career path.
Before being a part of a club, like I wasn't someone that did a lot of different things at the same time. It definitely helped me with my organization skills. I feel like since joining SOCA, especially like being in the position I'm in, I feel like I'm doing better in school because it's really taught me how to like organize my time. The worst parts are definitely probably like the criticism that we receive from like people that aren't part of the clubs. People say a lot of crazy things about us, kind of mean, especially on Yik Yak.
We're volunteers, we're students at the end of the day, so like why are you being so rude? Just in terms of like the PSGA, in terms of just like student feedback, in terms of scheduling, in terms of people quitting, in terms of people being late, like it's been a lot. And then also people are not showing up, but then you also have like other people not in SOCA coming at you. It just makes things like really, really hard to handle. That's also part of my mission as president, is like leaving them in the best place that they can be so they have to fix nothing and they can just continue moving upwards. So yeah, dealing with a lot of different opinions is hard because you feel like you know what's best, but you have to really take into account the people that are actually gonna be here in the future, which is a little hard at times.
I try to be as like open and like connected to my club as possible. I just want to be someone that people feel comfortable coming to and talking to and like laughing with, and just asking questions. I feel like I'm a very open person, and I know that I'm a very like overthinker, like, oh, can I come to this person, can I talk? I want to be the type of person where people feel comfortable like talking to and just like connecting with and not feeling judged. It's really important to me because the whole point is like we're building community and we're like giving people reasons to like hang out with each other and just like do silly things apart from like being on campus, doing all the schoolwork and like dealing with like all the stuff we all deal with. I appreciated it before I was really a part of the clubs,
And now that I'm like kind of one of like the people facilitating everything, I'm happy that I get to like be in charge of the events that get thrown and like the meetings that we host. So I feel like that's one of my biggest, like I really love the community that's built.
I think clubs are really important. It teaches people a lot. Having people, I guess, in these leadership roles and contribute stuff to campus just really builds that campus community. We really bring just like the culture to campus, like, and not even just in terms of like Black culture, this culture, but just like campus life as a whole. The culture is because of the culture clubs. Like the parties that people go to are hosted by the culture clubs. And it's like, even if the party itself is not hosted by the culture club, but it's hosted by like the Stud. The people that run the Stud came from a culture club at some point. So it's like everything that people do have some kind of connection into culture club. And that's really what we bring. Without culture clubs, it would really be like, what is there to do on campus? You know?
I'm part of the reason why there's stuff to do on campus and why people are excited to go here.
So overall, I think like the end goal is just to create a safe space for whoever, honestly, anyone. Even if the club isn't centered around your community. So yes, we do have kind of these distinctions about, you know, culturally what we put out, but it's like we always welcome anyone.
Onto it, that's like Havana Cafe. The thing is like a car. The background is like
Yeah, well, I was 9. When I was 9, this was me. This is me when I was 9.
Come on, bro.
Right.
We're trying to go for that, but very expensive.
You know, we grow and get better. So it'll never happen again, I swear.
Oh God.
I swear.
Alright, let's do it. First one.
It's a bite event.
It's 3 parts. I did the first. It's my mom and dad. Hey, mama.
I was only doing something because I just